Hello everyone, welcome. I have 3 new mods in this video. 2 of them are available via creations for both PC and Xbox, and 1 is available only via Nexus. So let's start with the first one, the tough one, because I like this mod, but it has glitches. And I thought I'd include it in the video anyway for 2 reasons. 1, to give you guys a heads up in case you download this mod, and 2, sort of a way of a feedback for the author, because there is no way to engage with the mod authors in creations, and as far as I can tell, the author is not in Nexus. Hopefully he watches this video, makes the changes accordingly, and it's a win-win for everyone. Keep in mind, the glitches are not like a game breaking, but nevertheless they're pretty obvious and they are there. And with that being said, the mod is Oasis Rock by author Richard's Galaxy. The story in this mod is about a civilization that got stranded on this planet on Marduk 3. This is in the Marduk system. And this civilization basically built a colony on this planet. And what I like about this mod is that the structures are merged into the environment. It is something that we haven't seen in the game, at least I haven't. I mean, we have structures around mountains, but they're usually separate. It's more like hubs that are kind of attached to the side of the mountain, not like a merge into it and using the mountain, the caves as rooms and things like that. And that is the design language of this mod, using the mountain as part of the structure, the living spaces and things like that. It reminds me a little bit of movies like The Lord of the Rings, like the elves or the dwarves, where their architectural structures integrate with the nature around it. I always find that kind of design language more interesting, more unique, and just more appealing in general. The first glitch that you're gonna encounter is when you land your ship. It goes under the surface. I did not exit the ship because I wasn't sure if my character is going to get stuck or not. Instead, what I did is land somewhere else on the planet and then fast travel to the Oasis Rock. That sound that you hear, that is the vehicle that is trying to respawn, but I think it's getting stuck and it's kind of just bouncing up and down below the surface. Glitch number 2, when you're walking towards the Oasis Rock, to your right, you're gonna see that empty space. It is actually not empty. There is water there. If you keep on going in, you're gonna end up floating, and it's a little bit tough for you to get out. So yeah, just don't go in there. Finally, glitch number 3, the stairs that lead to the top, to the rest of the structure. It doesn't quite have a coherent beginning. It's just there. I think the beginning of those steps are just missing, and probably another path that leads to the beginning of the stairs is also missing. Aside from that, once you get to the area in the mountain, it is actually pretty nice, very nice environment. You have the oasis right across the mountain. You also have different sections, different rooms, as well as large gathering areas. And you also have this area, pretty sad, but I think it's an orphanage because all the NPCs are children, or maybe just a sleeping area for all the kids in the colony. You also find these 2 dome hubs. One of them is a council chamber, I think.
Hello.
There is another one on the other side at the top, and that one is turned into a church.
Hello.
And then there is also a player home. You have a beautiful view of the oasis across. The view is definitely very nice. There's also a path that leads all the way to the top of the mountain, and there's a spot there that looks like a meditation area, just a sitting area. So it's a pretty nice mod. It's just, those 3 glitches that I encounter. So now let's go to the second mod, that is the Lodge Cozymaxxed by IBPDude6. This is not a very large mod, it only makes a few changes, and I think this is for those who don't like how the lodge looks, particularly the bar area. The garden is different, so the furniture has changed, and you also have more trees, a little bit more vines around the walls. It just looks fuller, the garden basically. Then a couple of doors were changed to glass doors. I really like those glass doors. I wish more doors were changed to the glass doors. But then the main reason why I downloaded this mod is because of the changes made to the bar in the corner. I personally really dislike how they decorated this bar in the vanilla area. And this makes it a little bit warmer, more inviting at least. There are 2 things that I wish that were not there. One is this chair. I don't know why the spaceship chair is here in the corner. Might be a mistake, I don't know. And the other thing is the cooking station. Doesn't look good with the rest of the decoration, the design of this bar area. And that is pretty much the only differences that this mod brings to the lodge. Everything else, as far as I can tell, they remain the same. And last but not least, we have the Core Residence Revised. This is by Downfall Nemesis. This is a separate mod, a revised version of the original The Core Residence. If you're on PC and you somehow don't have the key to this residence and the NPC is not standing outside for you to buy the key or the house from, this is the code, the ID for the key that you can use the console command and add it so that you can actually gain access. I don't think this is a problem with the mod, I think this might be more a problem with my game. Anyway, as we come in, we now have switches as well as decorate button, and we have the well-known feature from Downfall Nemesis, which is the dining table. You can change it between clean and in use. You also have a stove that actually works as a cooking station, and there is the coffee machine. There's also a music console that you can turn on. There's only one background music as far as I can tell. In the bathroom, you have a sink that you can use to get water. There's also a shower. The door doesn't open, but you can take a shower and I think you gain XP or something like that. Then the mirror, you can use it to change appearance. You also have this work area with all your benches as well as storage, and then across you have your bedroom. There is also a key for the safe on the desk that you can grab, and there is also a button on the desk that you can activate for this secret shrine, and the statues is called Guardian Kitsune. I don't think that is from the game. That seems to be something that the author added into this mod because I don't recall ever seeing those statues. One you can take, the other one is actually fixed there. And in the bedroom you also have a large mirror that also doubles to change the appearance. Alright, that is it for this video. I hope this was helpful. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Otherwise, enjoy the game, have fun, and I'll see you all in the next one.